Hey there gang, Patrick King here, coming to you live from Rome, New York. I'm teaching over the next couple days at Whisperwind Equestrian Center here in Rome. Today's question is coming to us from Deb. Deb asks, my horse occasionally wants to put her head down and give a big extended trot that's pretty to the untrained eye, but she's not actually using herself properly. When she goes into that mode, she doesn't want to listen to my seat at all. Should I go ahead and allow her to bear down and go heavy on the forehand and just wait until she relaxes a little more and becomes more rhythmic? Will this actually help her to feel my seat? So this is a great question. When the horse goes into stretch, there's kind of a limit where as they reach the neck forward and lower the head and neck, they get to a point where they come a little too low and they can't help but get heavy onto the forehand. Generally, this is when the eye tends to be a little bit below the point of their shoulder, or the point of their elbow, excuse me. So what Debbie's talking about is her horse is stretching the neck out and lowering the head, but lowering to the point where the eye is below the elbow, all right? This is putting her on the forehand and causing her to just kind of scramble around forward. So if she were to wait until the horse gets a little more rhythmic, well, is the horse actually going to get more rhythmic? That really becomes the question. When our horse is on the forehand and stretching that way, they can kind of be like an avalanche, right? Rushing downhill to catch themselves, but they can't catch themselves because they're rushing downhill. So in this situation, this is why Deb's horse is not listening to her seat in that moment. When she's in that mode, that heavy forehand marching, rushing downhill mode, she's going to find it difficult to respond to the seat. And if we think about it, a horse being heavy on the forehand, the weight is pushed into the shoulders. The hindquarters is the driver. So for the horse to feel our seat most efficiently and be able to respond to it, there needs to be more weight in the driving end of the horse, in the hindquarters, okay? So what I would recommend that Deb do, and anyone out there who might have this challenge, this situation with their horse, what I recommend is doing lots of transitions. In this case, because it's an extended trot that Deb's horse is giving, we do a lot of walk to trot transitions. Now, Deb has said that she's having a problem getting her horse to feel back to her seat. This is a situation where we might go in what I call transition sets. Maybe we'll go 10 strides trot, 10 strides walk, 10 strides trot, 10 strides walk, getting kind of a pattern built up that the horse can sort of learn to feel for. Now, when we ask the horse through our seat to go from the trot down into the walk, it's important to think about the timing of the hind legs, all right? Specifically when the inside hind leg is striking the ground, we want to be sitting a little heavier there on that to kind of ground the driving leg. That should help our horse to come into the walk. If it does not, then we're going to be there with our reins in the very next stride to help the horse feel back to the walk, all right? We want to ride with our seat. The horse gets 80% of the message from the rider's seat, but we have reins there because if the horse does not respond to the seat, or if they're not receptive to the seat in that moment, we have something to fall back on. We need to help them understand what the seat was meaning. So the rein, again, becomes kind of a backup aid as it is. So that's going to be my advice for this horse, is our transition sets, 10 trot, 10 walk for quite a while, until she feels more balanced and until she starts to feel back to the seat. Again, the seat initiates the change, the rein supports the change when we're talking about the downward transition in this case. So hopefully that's helpful for you, Debbie, and for anybody else who's watching who might have that same or a similar challenge with their horse, just kind of getting strung out heavy on the forehand. So please feel free, share this video if you found it helpful. Also, if you have a friend who might find this answer helpful, or maybe they're having a similar challenge, tag them in the comment section below this video. It would be great to offer them that help as well. So, question of the day. If you could go anywhere on vacation and take your horse along with you, anywhere in the world, where would you go? Share your answers for me in the comments section below. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Don't forget, gang, you keep sending in your questions, and I'll keep talking about horses. Thanks so much.